Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, Episode 5, now out on Amazon Prime for you guys to go and check out. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on this episode, but let me know in the comments below, what did you guys all think of Episode 5? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down in the comments below. Smash that like button for me. Click subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into this review of Episode 5 of the Rings of Power.
Without it, what am I to be?
Okay, so episode 5 of the Rings of Power is officially done and dusted. So far, this series has been a bit of a mixed bag for me. Episode 1, I thought, had issues with the pacing. It didn't really move the needle for me to get me excited. Episode 2 happened. I absolutely adored that one. I thought that one was really good. It really got me invested and I was like, cool, now I'm ready to go. Episode 3 suffered the same problems that episode 1 had with the pacing. And I was kind of like, oh, damn, I just was really into it. And now you kind of put a bit of a sour note there. And then episode 4 came. And I loved episode 4. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. It started to really show me where we're going to go and what the whole idea of this show is going to be. Now we move to episode 5. And I was hoping it wasn't just going to be the odd numbers where it's 1, 3, and 5 are the ones that I'm not going to like. And it's going to be like 2, 4, 6 that I'm going to absolutely love. Thankfully, episode 5 I actually really enjoyed as well. I quite like this episode. Again, I think my favorite part about all this is the whole relationship between Durin and Elrond. That to me is just, it's slice of gold. I love that. And this whole idea of Elrond not breaking his oath to Durin. I love that aspect, that this character has morals. He values this oath that he made with Durin, that he was never going to tell another soul about what they found, even if it meant costing his race. Like, that's how much this means to him. And I love that that's his character. And he never goes back on that. He doesn't even think twice about cutting it. And he explains it to the High King. That, like, look, to you it may not mean anything. But to me, it's everything. And I don't want to do that. And I love that about his character. And then the conversation he has with Durin about, like, look, man, I only found out that I kind of went there to find this stuff, and in actual fact, you did actually have it. We kind of need it. And like how he's telling him, like, my race is now in your hands. Like, we are in your hands. You have the final deciding vote whether or not to help us or let us go extinct. It's completely up to you. And I love that relationship about them and the way that they're going to go and talk to his father, to Durin's father, to try and get it to the elves to help them out so that they can fight the big bad that is coming. I'm super excited. I love them. And Elrond continues to be my favorite character. And every time he's on screen, it's an absolute joy. I loved every moment of it. The stuff with the Harfoots, I actually enjoyed as well. And now we're starting to see this guy that came from the stars start to learn a bit of English and start to use some of his magical powers, I would say, that he has. So now we're starting to see, is he going to be the Blue Wizard? Is he going to be part of that crew? I don't know. I honestly, because I've never read books or anything like that. So I'm completely in the dark, which is awesome because I like to just see it unfold and be like, cool. I have no pre-knowledge of what is going to happen. So I can't be disappointed if this doesn't happen because it happens in the books, which is awesome for me. But I don't think he's going to be the bad guy. I think he's going to be a Blue Wizard. I think he's going to be along that line, like a Gandalf sort of character. I think he's going to be that. I don't think it is Gandalf, because I do know that he's not supposed to turn up yet. That I do know, and I don't think they would break that sort of canon in the books or anything like that. I think that might be a major part later on. So I don't think they will do that and make this Gandalf. But then again, he is a huge character in Lord of the Rings. People do like to see him, and we would like to see a younger version. But I don't think it is. I think it's a different wizard, which I'm hoping for, because I think having it be Gandalf is going to be a bit of a cheap sort of like, here, it's Gandalf. Even though he's not supposed to appear, but bam, there you go. I think it would just be cheap. But I love that and how he protects them from the wolves. Absolutely thought that was fantastic. The other stuff with Galadriel, I don't mind. I thought it was decent. I love the fight sequence that she had with all those people, showing them how to kill an orc and fighting with them, showing off how superior the elves are to humans and how much like their strength, their skill, their speed is just above everyone. And that's what happens when you live way longer. Things like your skill level go completely up. But I loved all that, how she was training. I loved the chemistry. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. That scene when the boats are going out though is absolutely stunning. Like this show to me is absolutely stunning. Like the cinematography is fantastic, the backdrops are fantastic, the environments. I feel like I'm in Middle Earth. I feel like I'm in Lord of the Rings. I don't feel like it's out or anything like that. I feel realistic. It feels realistic, and I absolutely love that about this show. That I feel like these aren't green screens. That these are actual practical sets, and it's so freaking awesome, and it's so good when they take time and care to do this stuff and make it look that good. Absolutely loved it. We have the other stuff with the dark elf fella who is at the tower with everyone else, and half of them leave to go bend the knee to the orcs. We have that insane scene where the father is basically like, yo, you could kill this dude, man. You could kill this dude. And then when they find out, when the kid shows the elf that like he's got the sword, and then he's like, wait a second, I've seen this before. And then you have that statue there with the sword, and you're kind of like, okay, things are starting to happen now. Now we got the orcs marching up there. They got to come up with a plan. It looks like they've lit the tower. So what's going to happen there? I don't know. But things are starting to happen now. Now we've got Galadriel and that mob on their way to Middle Earth. We've got Durin and Elrond doing their thing, trying to get this special metal out to create maybe light weapons, I don't know, to create these weapons that are going to be much easier to kill orcs and everything like that. And then we've got the half-foot stuff that's going on with the wizard or whatever he is. And then we've got the whole battle with the orcs and that coming to the Watchtower. What is going to happen? Everything is starting to come together now. It's taken its time. The pacing, I understand if people have an issue with the pacing, because it has taken 5 episodes to get to the point where all these plot lines and storylines are starting to converge, and they're going to meet, hopefully, together in the next few episodes. But that's where we're heading, and that's what it looks like. We're heading in that direction. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Episode 5, enjoyed it quite a lot. So let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down in the comments below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe. Peace out.